Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're gonna take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're gonna start with Bitcoin, followed by Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, Tron, and then we're ending with ADA number 10. Let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USD. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me like we are about to break higher. So the target that we have is 125,000. So the question that we have over here is that, is this the completion of the falling channel and then we're up? Or are we still going to get a symmetrical? Again, we're not too sure, but we still have a target over here, 125,000. So, are we going to start, after we hit 125,000, are we going to start reversing back down? That's possible, but again, as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with the bullish bias for BTC. And while the target has yet to be hit, a lot of coins still has a lot of room to go higher. And one of those coins is Ethereum. So for Ethereum, we continue to be rising higher and higher. There's no real true stop. We have been anticipating the inverse head and shoulders over here. Will we get it? I don't know. Oh my god. I suspect that before we break the high over here, right, of 4,008, before we break into 5,000, my suspicion is that we're still going to retrace. But ideal situation is for us to retrace now for the kind of the right shoulder, right? This would be ideal. I would not prefer it if we formed a higher high. Because previously, when we got a higher high, this is a higher high. What happened? There was a very deep retrace. So my fear is that, should we go higher? Stop short of taking out these highs. And after that, we have a strong reversal. I suspect this could be also a strong dip that could come for Ethereum. Again, we're not too sure at this point of time. We are hopeful, for a reversal here rather than a little bit higher. But yeah, again, we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. Right now, things are very, very bullish. If we were to take out these highs without any retrace, then yeah, we're gonna have to adapt to the situation. And I would expect a deep retrace once we hit like 4,002, 4,003 around this area, 4,243. So be careful about going long over here. We are already so overbought. So I still would recommend waiting for a proper retrace first for Ethereum. XRP against USD. So for XRP, we still have our targets. Our target is at 472 and $6.10. So we have two targets for XRP. And we are still expecting it to hit. I suspect that XRP is going to go beyond our targets of $6, closer to $10. That's my assumption. So, but we're expecting 472 to be hit first and then 610. We'll talk about, 8 or 9 or even 10 once we see the next consolidation come in for XRP. But I like what I see on XRP. I think more likely than not, XRP will remain in a bullish trend for some time. We will know when things are switching bearish, when we start, performing bearish reversal chart patterns, or we start hitting the skinny pink line. BNB, okay, BNB has started coming to life. So BNB, we have a target at 1,000 and another one at 1,234. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the second target that we have for BNB. So previously when I was talking about BNB, I was saying there was another coin, right, which is actually a dessert. No, that's gonna do well, with BNB. So this was something like a ascending ABCDE. Again, not textbook perfect, but you can count the waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. We're out. Also squeeze, breakout. So these are the two targets we're expecting BNB to hit. So everything is still very bullish. There is still room to go for XRP, still room to go for BNB. Solana is still in a bearish trend. If you look at Sol against BTC, we're under the skinny pink line. Sure, Sol BTC might form an inverse head and shoulders over here. We could break back above the skinny pink line. This would be fantastic should it happen. Right, but it has not happened yet because the possibility still remains that we hit the skinny pink line, acting as resistance, and we still drop lower. So for Sol BTC, we need to wait for confirmation. So against USD, we are breaking back above the skinny pink line. But this is a very slow crawl up. I'm not too convinced with Solana. I would prefer it if we could count the waves though. Right, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5. And after that, come back down, right? If you could get a very nice squeeze here, that would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, again, right now we are quite overbought. I would not recommend buying stall here. The signs are not there yet. So yeah, I mean, of course, we could just start zipping up. Sure, but from a trading perspective, I'd stay safe. Doge against USD. Here we are for Dogecoin. Again, Dogecoin is devoid of a chart pattern here. You may argue this is a double bottom. We're up. There was a strong sell that came, right? While Doge is still hovering around the skinny pink line, Ethereum BNB has started flying. XRP is flying, but what's happening with Dogecoin? What is happening with Dogecoin? Yeah, there's nothing much. So I would stay safe. Tron against USD. So Tron, just like all the other coins, it's just not doing much. Tron is, yes, slowly in a crawl back up, but yeah, Tron is just not as volatile as you would expect. So again, we're still above the skinny pink line though. The trend is still largely bullish for Tron. Tron is hoping to stay in the top 10, and it is doing a very fine job. The whales are doing a very fine job maintaining the price of Tron being up. ADA against USD. So for ADA, we are still in some sort of a consolidation. Again, not really ideal. ADA's RTs is on the BDC pair, right? So we are anticipating this to happen. A, B, C, D, E, bam, breakout. Not just breakout of this squeeze, but there's another much bigger squeeze over here. Woo! This is stuff of fantasies. Bam! We go bananas for ADA. So when this happens, oh, you're gonna expect. You gotta expect it. You know, things are just gonna start going crazy. Absolute crazy for ADA. So I think it's where the party is at. Yeah, it's on a BDC pair. Even previously when ADA went on a run, right? There was nothing much on the USD pair. You couldn't really see much. So even here as well, it's like you can't really see much for ADA. So the BDC pair is where you want to look, pay attention to. All right, hope you guys have a great week ahead of you. See you in the next one. Ta-ta.